right.
But you do have the Magnus versus the Batrider, though. But that is a pretty strong brood pick with them.
One bit, but a skewer backwards onto Ori to start things off. An early first blood attempt by EG, and it's successful. Gonna try and catch Yang here, but he actually goes on the offensive with 3 sticky napalm stacks on to fly, plus the help of PYW. Gets out of flames and the skewer away to the right-hand side. Yang, though, finishes him off with an auto attack, and it's now gonna be able to turn on to Arteezy as well. Skewer. Building up with no skewer available for Arteezy. He's just gonna get run down. He does have 9 magic wand charges.
He's forced to get Nether Toxin a little bit earlier versus this lane, but even once he does that, it's so difficult. Wisp just left him. He might die.
The stacks are gone on Ramsey, so he feels like he can finish off Ori, and he does. Yang is now here with a Firefly, but a Timber Chain gets Ramsey's a small distance away, and Yang.
I don't know if they can take Abbott down. He has a lot of spiders here.
Yeah, it's always very dangerous. Thing you can fight instead of flat cannon shots going out. Trying to kill some of those spiders. It's a pretty healthy amount. Nice. Splinter Blast is setting up onto Ori, but it is into a Wisp. It's going to be hard to bring Ori down, but they do manage to skewer to break that tether, and Ori is so slowed. He can only plane to the corner of the map here to try and get some damage out. PYW, another Splinter Blast landing onto him, slowing him as well. DY pulled back by the Shockwave, enough for Fly to be able to bonk him twice to get the double kill. Him immediately, and is going to continue to do so. Now the ultimate's on cooldown. The medallion, it just means Yur's going to take so much damage from these spiders. He's going to be run down and finished off. A Fate Bolt going up, and now PYW is going to be in trouble as well.
Oh no.
He tries to go for the TP, but it's going to be a tough one. He does manage to make it out, especially if they lose their Gyrocopter again due to another initiation. Crit starts it off with the slows. Yurus tries to fight back with his ultimate, but the helping hand of Ramsey's cutting across. That was just too much for VICI Gaming.
There are different...
RP. We've seen this a lot from these carry Magnuses, just willing to use the RP on a simple support as soon as possible, just for the extra bit of farm.
That's completely fine. Of their head, they do understand that this Brood Mother is getting a lot. And if you're trying to take down towers versus Treant, it most likely won't work, so it's much better to do this. Just go back, farm, get your own items. Don't try to pressure them too much. These two teams are playing a very similar game again strategically, just like in that first match. They match up very well, and that's why we did see VICI Gaming before win versus them, and now they're 1 game down. 5, he sometimes goes and feeds just to give info or board.
Oh, that is a winner's curse on top of Lasso. Arteezy still has the RP as well as the skewer is going to try and get away. The flame break actually bumps him a little bit, stalling up that skewer. He tries to throw the RP out now, but he just knows he's certainly dead. Ramses, meanwhile, in the mid lane is able to kill Ori, but Crit's going to be chased down here by Yurus as they cancel the relocate back.
Well, this was happening on the top lane. At the same time, the Brood Mother and Ramses collapse on top of that Viper. They take him down and they take down the tier 1. So perhaps this is a little bit better for EG strategically, but getting those 2 kills on the top lane, the Magnus and the Winter Wyvern, was also really good for VICI Game, but he's really
Could be caught, the Timber Chain through. They do have the Chakra to be able to slow down Yang just enough. The Splinter Blast comes through, and Ramses claims a kill. Yurus and PYW are still in the area, but it feels like they just cannot fight. Own sake when he's having a rough game. Ramsey, he got bounced backward by the flame break into the lasso. Great hit by Yang. Oh, the Winner's Curse. That's not enough to save Ramses, though. Yurus is able to get that kill, and now the missile actually shifts over onto the Winter Wyvern. They have to relocate onto the other side of the cliff, and so Crit is certainly going to be caught here, but right to the spiders. So Yang, he does manage to get that kill on Crit for sure, but poor PYW got eaten alive.
They were like, come here, you little shit.
Yeah, I mean, talk about being a little shit. Fly. He's been so obnoxious in this bottom lane. He's going to try and go for a TP up, but the missile's going to be there. Good bounce by Yang into the missile just to make sure it does land before the TP completes. Feels a lot more controlled for sure. Still able to keep their farm going. They're going to spot Yang. He's going to be able to jump forward on a Fly. Arteezy still looking for telekinesis up, and they're going to make sure to take that Blink Dagger off a cooldown, grab the free kill on the Fly, and back up to their high ground. I like that a lot from VICI. Locate up to the top lane. They have actually caught Crit here. Crit waiting to turn around with the Winter's Curse. He has sticky napalm on him. It's going to be a little hard, so instead he just dies. Yang dropping a bit low. Good answer to that RP initiation as well. PYW puts himself on the high ground there with the Arctic Burn and does manage to slow down the Dream Protector enough to be able to grab him, pulls him over to Ori, and Ori will help him get the kill. Just gonna wait for a BKB to be used, like on that Gyrocopter. See if he can counter it with his ultimate. Jump forward, crit is gonna find DY here. A fresh tether is up and he's gonna be able to latch himself onto the Rubik in the back line.
Arteezy.
Arteezy thought he was getting a little bit close there, but got hit by a few orbs there from the Wiz. Unable to blink forward. Eurus gonna be challenged. Pushed away, neither team blowing a big cooldown here. But now, jump forward, bump line's gonna be able to get the overgrowth to lead things off. Getting 2 heroes, but at the same time, the stolen overgrowth. And now, a lasso onto Magnus, who's gonna be pulled over to the side. Skewer over, is gonna try and target DY immediately with the help of the Broodmother. Activate that RP onto 2, but Ori's not quite in it. He's trying to help get the damage onto Magnus. He needs a little bit more on top of the Nether Toxin. Eurus has survived through it all as well. Magnus, he still falls, and now it's up to Abed to try and finish off Eurus instead, but he can't do it. He's gonna try and TP away. A disaster for Evil Geniuses as they thought they could get the gyrocopter. They thought they could focus him down, but no such luck. We were watching that VICI Gaming did manage to take the Roshan PYW, telekinesis onto the Magnus with the Chakram that he stole as well. Arteezy starts taking a lot of damage here and is going to be skewered backwards by PYW. Beautiful play.
Well,
Crit going to be grabbed here. Winter's curse is up. That's why DY separates himself from Eurus, just in case.
one of the bad things about going for this early Orchid into Bloodthorn on Wyvern is the fact that if the game doesn't go great for you, you never finish it and you're not really useful on. You take the talents for Spiders. RP
on the 3, Arteezy, he found a huge opening into the Whirling Dead, and they just wipe out 3 of them. Eurus is gonna come back on his second life, and his BKB, but can he actually get out? It's gonna be Overgrowth locked in place and too much physical damage.
Well, they found them. They found them. That's what they needed to do. They needed to find Wisp and Gyro, and
damn, this game just switched up super fast. Really good ward there. Position 5 rock.
And now a Broodmother is free to push into a tier 3 tower. No buyback on the gyrocopter here. Thankfully, the Crimson Guard was finished up by Yang at the perfect time. Winter's Curse immediately has lasso. He's going to be held in place here and trying to force staff him, and he does manage to get back. Ramses
He's
gonna be pulled in a little bit. He's still got Pipe. He's still got Timber Chain. He was just stolen curse. But he will have another Timber Chain, and I don't think they have another Interrupt. As the Flame Break still on cooldown. Ramses slowed down to a crawl here, but Timber Chain after Timber Chain should get him away. They have to relocate forward, but they thought he was actually going to go right. Ramses moving to the left side of the screen instead puts himself out of distance to the gyrocopter.
So if you manage to catch him, like he did.
There he is, grabs the Winter Wyvern, pulls him into Eurus. Eurus with all that magic damage quickly bursts him down.
Ramses.
Gonna happen eventually here, but they do manage to get the initiation onto Ramses. Ramses, no save from his teammates just yet, but he is rather tanky, especially with that Nether Shawl. There's gonna be a Cold Embrace. Okay, they have the Winter's Curse on the Broodmother. They just wanted to use it before it faded away. Lines, and the rest of the team is gonna try and find an entrance into this high ground. They're gonna be able to, with the Spider League, spot the 2 of them together. Can they actually bring down the Io in time? They do. The Skewer down into low ground as well. Eurus is gonna be stuck. Bank KV activated. They do have the Io coming back in. Tethers up. Heals. Look at that. Eurus back to full health. The Overgrowth going out. Stolen by the Rubik. Is gonna be able to keep these heroes in place, but a Winter's Curse intercepts. He does manage to get off the Ghost Scepter though, so he's not taking too much damage and relocates them out of there. But Yang, he found his initiation onto the Broodmother. Looks like Ori's able to do enough damage. Timber Saw. Timber chaining on through everybody, but the Cold Embrace onto Arteezy has left him stuck, and Yang plants himself right in front of the charging Rhinoceros.
Just changes the concept of this game completely.
I like they give the Titan Sliver to DY for the status resistance, you know, so if he can wake up a little bit faster off the RP and activate his cheese before he goes down, that'll be a huge turnaround. Arteezy.
They have the repair kit, and they do have the Treant Protector, so taking down this tier 3 will be significantly harder than before.
And that's probably why Arteezy isn't around, right? He's saying, like, team, you just hold for a while.
They're not managing to try,
to do it, but VICI Gaming, they're going to commit here, almost finishing off the tier 3, and they do. Thanks in part to that double damage. EG don't want to fight into that DD, so they're trying to assault the mid lane, force VICI Gaming back. The melee racks, it may just die here. The Spiders, the Flame Break backwards. A little bit more damage to the Spiders, but it's not going to happen. It's fresh round. Fresh round. The Faithful slowing them down, though, and they can't actually get it. The melee racks will have the chance to repair.
Yeah, PYW also has Splinter Blast, one of the best things to have at the moment versus the Broodmother, and the Fate Bolt is really, really good versus Broodmothers. Oh, there you go, they
VICI
get
Gaming,
it.
they're a little bit separated right now. They're going to try and go onto Eurus, pull him back with the shockwave. Meanwhile, Ramsey's trying to identify
Aegis?
B-Way. The Aegis has gone out and the Aegis has expired. They have the sight onto Eurus. Winter's Curse landing onto DY. They're going to try and focus him down, surrounding him real quickly. Tethers over the side. He still has that cheese as well as the Essence Ring. They're just not doing enough damage fast enough. They're trying to skewer and break, and once again, he tries to go off the RP. BKB activated instead, holding on to that RP. DY is still alive through all this one. Meanwhile, Ori's doing the damage. Finally, he dies, but for Eurus, he's still quite healthy. He's turning into the damage onto Magnus. Ramsey gonna fall as well. Evil geniuses are just getting wiped in the face of two heroes.
That's just, there's the 3 buyback. He can perhaps heal the towers, but you don't have anyone else. Wisp, he is still dead, so they don't have the Wisp. Broodmother could buy back together with the Timber Saw, but it's gonna be a really, really difficult defense for EG.
It certainly is. This repair kit is gonna have to put in overtime. Ramsey's gonna buy back. We'll see whether or not Abed holds on to his.
He wants to save gold for that nullifier. He understands that it's their win condition, but he's gonna have to buy back or they lose perhaps even all their sides here.
What a godly fight for DY.
What a godly Wisp, man. What are you talking about? They were trying to kill that Wisp for 30 seconds at least, and they couldn't. In the end, he does fall, but Broodmother dies at the same time.
I mean, they just completely run out of damage by the time they finally bring down DY. Nether Toxin.
Silences, that's huge too. The talents on Viper are one of the best, probably the things that he can go for. This silence is going to be really, really important. Timbersaw doesn't really have any ways of dealing with it too. He can't reposition himself.
Certainly going to be a pain in the ass. Evil geniuses are going to be left with one lane of barracks still standing as VICI Gaming retreat.
So they have to. All right.
Ramsey's still positioning himself out here. The Spiders quickly wiped out. Ramsey's going to be forced away here. Lotus Orb activated. Crit getting a little bit closer. He does have the Shadow Blade, but he won't get the chance to use it. Telekinesis catches him. Crit way out of position. Now Ramsey's going to be left alone. Arteezy to the rescue, but he can't do a damn thing. He'll one-man RP. That's not going to do shit. Evil geniuses, they know they are completely outplayed in this game.
You don't ban the Wisp, you lose to a Wisp. We've seen it happen so many times in a row, and it happens once again. It happens once more.
Evil geniuses perhaps thinking with that game one, the nice control they had, that they could give VICI Gaming a little something.